Hello everyone, and welcome to another vlog style video. It is me, your host, TREDDO, and I kind of find myself at an impasse this evening because I kind of want to, one, make a video, two, contribute to my journal slash book type thing that I have going on, and three, draw something. So I'm going to try, and this is going to be quite the challenge, but I'm going to try to do all three by, this is in a page from a couple of weeks ago, 09/27/24 8:42 p.m. So that's at night, and it's here. Um, but it was basically, and it's kind of crazy because I wrote this the first day or the second day when Helene hit, or that hurricane that had come by recently. Um, I won't go through the um, head aching task of reading through that um, because that is so crazy that I wrote that 09/27/24 because it is already the 13th of October. So I definitely have to do my journal some justice. And now that, so whenever I rotate this down, it's actually going to cut off a good portion of my beautiful face. Um, but let's see how so I can, yeah, okay, we got the little mouth here, right here talking. But obviously, as all of my journals go, the date is the most important part because, it's all telling a story through time. But it is the 10th month, 13th day, and it is 2024. The time looks to be, and this clock's a little slow, but I'll call that 7:55 p.m. And it is Eastern time. That's important because I plan on traveling around one day, and it's going to be so cool to see a journal entry from a Pacific time or some other time. Anyways, it's me, Tristan. We all know who I am. Well, Treddo, Tristan, same guy. Uh, and then we'll go ahead and call the location home because that's, you know, this area for me. But, so what exactly did I do today? Well, today I was over at my mom's house and I was helping her with post storm damages and cleaning up her yard. I've personally cut down one, two, at least four trees that I know of in her yard, and then a lot of it was just dragging stuff. I've kind of got a stab on my hand. I pulled my nail back or got stabbed by a splinter. It kind of hurts. But no, it's just mostly back and forth and limbs and piling them all in the ditch and making burn piles. And I think altogether they lost probably like 10 double digits in trees. I'm saying like at least 12 to 15, and some pretty big ones, some hickories, oaks, birches, pines. My stepdad, he's trying to hold on to the hickory, but for the sake of the journal, let's go ahead and focus back down here. And as my phone just flips over completely. And I won't necessarily do a long journal because, if I ever get around to publishing this, you'll see there's months where I haven't written. So as long as I just write hi, okay, I've literally done more than I have for months at a time. Um, that aside, and I'm not gonna. This is gonna be so boring, or this particular section, I guess, if I talk about what I'm gonna write and then write it and then mouth it out as I'm writing. But I'll just go ahead and say some stuff like, had a good day. My mom's helping post Hurricane Helene. That way, that kind of summarizes what I just talked about. And then now I get to say something like, I also saw my brother, his wife, and I also saw, and they spent some of the day over there. We all had lunch together, had pizza. So if I can manage to write and talk at the same time, we would accomplish a lot. But I can hardly talk and work. Hi, that aside, I had a good blank at my mom's. See, I'm already messing up. Day at my mom's, helping post Hurricane Helene. I also saw my. Instead of saying brother and wife, I should just say brother's family. That kind of covers all that. And had pizza lunch. I'll know every more details off of that. I can say something like chopped a lot of trees, chopped a lot of trees, moved them, and so on. I want to throw in the fact, uh, I'm recording and writing at the same time, trying to do everything in the world. I could just be having this is my slow descent into madness as I finally unlocked all the pleasures and subtleties in life of single living and home ownership and having an aquarium and animals. Anyways, I'm recording and writing, and will draw two. Had board game last night. Had a board game last night. I saw Ryan, a whole bunch of my friends, really. Ryan, this guy, and James. I've written about James too. It's nice to see James be a semi consistent factor or character in here, whereas some people in my life have slowly slipped away due to the passage of time and everything. So that actually covers what I did today and most of the stuff, what I'm doing right now, what I did last night. Maybe I should just leave things here. I'm leaving things here. Thank you, and until next time. Or until, maybe I should say, and here, thank you, and now it just feels that's such a weird ending. I'm leaving things here. Thank you, and I look forward to writing again. I'll say that. See, I'm such a good autobiographer. I should just pay myself, but I pay myself in pistachios and peanuts. Actually, can't see that. There's no label. Still not made for kids, though. My videos are not made for anyone under the age of tragic loss, heartbreak, no childhood, and all that kind of. No, I'm kidding. This is actually a place for comfort and peace and progression because I've been doing this for 12 years now, and look at where I'm at now. All right, anyways, I look forward to writing again. I took a shower, and my fingernails are still so dirty. I'm sorry, I gotta point that out. Look at that. That's because that was all that bark and limbs and trees, and I really need to get up under there. I need to cut these bad boys. That's why I peeled my freaking thumbnail back and hurt it. Anyways, look forward to writing again. And then, bam, we're gonna put a smiley face on that. See, look at that. Actually, I did something. I journaled. How many do I have in this book right now? Before I start my drawing. Speed counting. Let's go. One journal. Oh my god, that's in 2022. Two journals. That's 2024. What? 2022, 2024. God dang it. Okay, but that was 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, picture of me. Alright, see? Doesn't it look just like me? Actually, you know what? I gotta do this justice, because, you know, it's the same guy. Anyways. 5, or maybe I already counted 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I actually wrote this one. I wrote this one from Club Wyndham in Skyline, New Jersey. That was freaking awesome. Okay. Maybe that would have been 7. Inventions. 8. Wrote that on my birthday. 9. See, look at that. That's a short, it's a short log. Another dawn, another day. The bed is made, house is clean, and if I leave shortly, I'll be early to work on a Monday. This was 09/16/24 6/17. So that was before the hurricane hit and took it all away from us. Comic idea. Comic idea. Pages. What was I doing? I was counting journals in here. 10. 11. 12. Okay. So I've just got 12 in here. It's kind of lame. Okay, now, hi everybody, welcome. This is your host TREDDO. Second introductions, because what are we doing now? Now we're gonna draw on a fresh page. Okay, I was kind of wondering if I should turn the camera around or do something a little different. Or try to maybe give y'all a perspective on drawing. So I think it would be annoying though if I tried to, and I would have to draw backwards if I wanted to show y'all what I was drawing. But what I want to do is a bad or an ugly looking tree, and then a halfway decent looking tree, and then a good looking tree. So maybe I should just leave that right there or upgrade its platform. I'm gonna upgrade you. Let's see. Change in perspective does not help at all unless I can get a tilt factor going on. Okay, so thank you all, if you're still watching, for humoring me with this horribly unedited, straight take on a video of somebody who might be experiencing a wee bit of, I don't know if it's boredom or if it's like I'm not trying to hop on a game or watch something or get consumed on YouTube Reels. I'm just trying to do something creative, but I'm trying to also at the same time convey how little time there is in our days and our schedules and lives to do all the things that we want to do. And time management is a very important skill to have, because, you know, it'd be nice to do a cooking video too. Like, what, I could put a pause on all of this, start making a grilled cheese, but I have got no bread. But anyways, so I wanted to do a bad tree. Well, a bad tree would instantly be like an... See, I feel like if I were to say that's a bad tree, I think everybody would more or less agree. Let's see, can I get that at an appropriate angle? I've got, yeah, I guess maybe we can make that a little longer. Boop. Now that's tree style. Or maybe that's just one bad tree. Let's see if I can hold you. Why? Well, at least I can check off that I'm not a cinematographer. I'm surprised I said that. Why? I want a camera mount so bad. One of these days, I swear I might, well, I shouldn't swear. I promise that I'm going to commit to it. So anyways, that's an ugly tree. Maybe I should do another ugly tree. I'm going to do something like that. Okay, that just looks like a depressing windmill. Maybe that's a bad tree. I guess we should call a tree that's cracked off on the ground a bad tree. Okay. Anyways, and then what's another? Okay, I'm happy with that. Here's my little forest, or I should say my grove of bad looking trees. Um, so we're gonna scene that, the bad trees. Okay. So I guess what would be a medium in between a bad tree and like an awesome stellar tree, and that's not 10 hours of intensive artistic labor. So maybe layers or more, and maybe a little bit more roundedness. Um, could show that it's a little bit more of a realistic tree. So that's not super bad. That's my first little example of a somewhat y'all can shoot me for how terribly I'm mangling this camera work. That's a okay tree, I guess. And then what if I wanted to do another style like that, but not go crazy into detail? That would still be, I guess, small trunk up. Oh, I see I already put a little bit of character in that. I should have just done a straight, two straight lines. See, I just gotta be quick about it. Not get too caught up in the details because they're not bad trees, but they're not awesome trees. Okay. All right, that's a little bit more modest. And before I go ahead and show the second one, let's do another decent tree. Well, I guess Assia is the same as that tree. Maybe make this one taller for detail. So I guess this one would be more winter-esque or bare. And keeping the layers is important. Well, this one's mostly just two layers. Well, it's all 2D because it's a piece of paper. But okay, so now that I've drawn a couple of bad trees, I guess I would call these medium trees or half decent trees. But now pretty much there's not much difference to me or in my opinion between like medium, we'll call that low slash bad, mid slash okay, or fair. I guess fair would have been a better word than okay, but that's okay. And then we're just, instead of great, we're just gonna call this nice with a little exclamation mark because sometimes we got to give that to ourselves. But so the to me the distinction from what would be like a quick drawing, a medium kind of okay drawing, or a nice drawing is simply detail and how much detail you give things. Like I could over here or on this one, and I could say like I could turn this tree. Oh, kill me. The camera's so bad. I could turn this one into a good one or a better one simply by like adding in a couple texture lines instead of straight lines, making sure I have actual variations in the bark itself because there's hardly rarely any smooth trees. You would have more kind of supporting branches in the details and also shading, but then lines, including a ground or more scenery. I am so terrible with the camera. Alternate, like, you want things in the background. You want to have, like, maybe defined sky, ground, kind of details like that. Wouldn't even, depending on. But yes, never, so smooth lines depending on the type of art you're going for. I've probably lost the camera and my wrist is killing me. But, so, now that I've done such a terrible job of a, camera on that, maybe I should just draw two nice trees. I want to kind of take both of those and take them over here and expand upon them. But like, so let's say a conical coniferous tree like that, some details like, well, more rounded, but it could also be snow capped. And without actually having colored pencils or the appropriate stuff, it might be a little hard to depict snow. Also, more frilly, a little bit more angular, a little more bristly. Okay. So it's actually, so from what I'm starting to witness on my own stuff, the main difference is just how jaggy you make your lines. I'm also trying to depict some little bit of snow, which is going to be kind of hard to do. And I got to remember how snow falls and how it would kind of gather on the branches as well. And then that's nice. I'll go ahead and give it maybe a third final skirt or level. We can get a little bit more drastic with that. Still keep some of the spikes going on. All right. And then sometimes you don't necessarily have to flush and finish all of your lines, because we'll fill in details ourselves and everything. Or there's some kind of effect, I kid you not. It's like artists studying rendition, or now I'm just talking out of my butt. If we see certain images or lines, we're able to fill in the details. I'll Google it later, I'm sure. Alright, so I guess that's kind of one tree. I'm not really adding in a whole lot of. Alright, I'm gonna have to try to tell myself I'm actually happy with that. Alright, now to make a tree like that better, I could actually just go magnifying, or like kind of take it in a little bit. Or I'll just take up this whole side, really. That way I don't have to do too many leaves. Part of being an artist is knowing how much to include or exclude. Ha ha ha. No, I'm kidding. I'm not actually an artist at all. But, scale is nice, and just making overall, that's got to connect over here. This is a really long branch. Perhaps I shouldn't have done it quite so. Actually, no, that's not too bad. Okay. As long as I don't lose my original line on this. Oh, hello everybody. I've leaned into the camera, as you all can see. Okay. I'm actually still, this final drawing might even still be a little bit of a mid drawing. IMO. I was gonna do a swing on that anyways. Oh wow, it is such a mid drawing because I didn't put any kind of character on the main trunk. I just did a straight curved line. Oh, I'm so terrible.